Hello guys and girls, today I'm going to try things a little bit different and I'm not sure it's even going to work. So first of all, here is my Maja's croap. This is the croap I made, it's very soft. I use it as a pre-shave. Then another thing, very classy, is I have here, yes, and this is a dog bowl, but this was given to me by Brittany Fairies and it's got no bumps in it. You know what I mean. But what I'm also relating to, in here I have part of a sample of the D.R. Harris Windsor soap, because I noticed that I still had some of the sample left. So I've taken half of the sample that I had left and put it in here. Now obviously, because it's been in that little package for quite a while, it's even harder than it normally is. So what I have done is I have already put a full 1.5 teaspoons of water into here, in the hope that it will soften up a little bit and I can spread it out a bit more. Press it down, which I'm currently having difficulties doing because it is so hard. So I don't know how that lather will turn out. I might have little chunks of soap in it because it's not really playing. Right. Why am I using today a pre-shave? It's because I'm using a blade that I've not even heard of, so I have no idea how it's going to perform. And the razor I'm using today is the Irish Full Brass, which is a mid-range. And if you get the wrong blade into that, then it can be quite efficient. This is my full brass. I love this razor. Unfortunately, they don't do the full brass anymore. They do the handle still, but have a different cap. But I have also seen that one can get a pretty similar one to this, and I will most probably, if I can find it on eBay, then I'll put the link on. But that's of no use. It's just called a full brass razor on eBay if you want to search that, because I know you come from different countries. So I've just opened that up and let me just load it. So this is an Eddison, what's it called? Eddison Super Stainless. That's what it comes in. So I have absolutely no idea how this is. It says do not wipe dry. So that most probably it's oiled or something. Okay, that's what it looks like. So I've never even heard of this. No idea where it's made or any information on it whatsoever. Oh God, I'm a bit clumsy today. I already cut my finger trying to get the blade out the box. Okay, so it's loaded. Here we go, it's loaded. This does have a little bit of an overhang, so be aware of that. Right, so that is loaded. And this week is St. George's Day. I think it's is it Thursday most probably, so I'm just going to do all as English as I can anyway, or English themed soaps this week, and then I'll switch things around a bit. Right, wet the face and pre-shave first. So let me just wet my face. I have here lukewarm water. I don't know why I'm wetting my face up there. It's not as if I'm going to shave up there, is it? Anyway, right. And the brush I'm using is the, did I write, so it's an upside down, I think it was, Razor Rock Beehive. It is a whopping 28mm and a Plissoft top, and it's super, super soft. Right, let me just dunk that into the water, and I'm squeezing it out quite a bit. So I'm just going to take load this a little bit because I won't need much. Just a tiny bit. That was maybe what, 4 seconds? Not even that. The ingredients of the soap you will find on my soap video, how I made this. It's mainly Castile soaps that I rebatched, except for a little bit of some avocado and some glycerin soap that I added. All the rest were Castile soaps. So, Castile meaning pure oil soaps that I just reused. Once it gets to a tiny bit and I don't want to throw them out, I put them together, and they have scents like jasmine and so on, but this is rather neutral, this one. Had a lot of neutral ones. Right, now you've got to activate this. I found you really have to activate the pre-shave to make it work. So I'm just dipping the tip in the tiniest bit of water and activating. So whichever one you use, whether it's a homemade one or from another company, you gotta activate it. There you go. So I'm just going to rinse that out, the pre-shave out, and just let this do whatever it needs to do for the slickness. And I'm shaking this out good because I don't want a lot more water in here. I want to be in control of the water. So let me adjust the camera down a little whilst we get to the lathering bit. Oh goodness, look, I've already made a mess here. I'm already completely wet. So let's try this. As you can see, there's bits still floating here. Let me try press this down a bit more. See if I'm lucky. And this presses down, squishes down, but there will be smaller bits that that just want to float on top of the water. I don't know, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just pressing this down. To some degree, it is. Okay, well, we'll just see how this goes. Normally I use a suribachi bowl and then I have no problems whatsoever. But I like using suribachi bowls only with boar brushes and or very strong synthetics, not with the soft ones. So let's just go. I have no idea whether this is going to work. This is the actual traveling dog bowl that I won't be using anymore. I washed it obviously prior to, as you can see, there is soap just floating around a bit. Well, we'll see. I might end up with soap on my face, like chunks of soap on my face. Oh, I love the scent. Right, let me see. Okay, the scent is mainly citrus, grapefruit, black pepper and vetiver. That's the scent. And this brush responds like the Monster. It responds exactly in the same way. It will keep a lot of the lather within the brush. So you see, if you bloom the soap a little, then it will perform. So I'm just adding What have I got here?
Here are some results from a search.
Sorry, my phone's gone stupid. Does your phone do that sometimes too? Just starts talking to you. It's really creepy. Okay, right, in here, another half a teaspoon. When I use the big monster brushes, these soft plus soft ones, these big ones, then I counteract that with adding actually a bit more soap than I usually do. So instead of half a gram, I maybe use 0.7, and they will keep most of the lather within the brush. This time I didn't measure how much this was because, as I said, I just took half of the sample. So I think I'm going to still go slightly creamy today, not a mega lather. So I have 1.5, 2 teaspoons, 2.5 teaspoons in here now. I've just added another half. But you see, you don't need the bumps of the bowl, so you can just get the normal one. I thought, well, I'm not sure. You don't necessarily need to have the bumps to create a good lather. So there you go. That was the acid test. Hard soap, soft brush, and no bumps in the bowl. And you can see if I add more water, this will just keep going and going. And I have bits of soap in here. I don't know if you can tell. There's quite a lot of soap still in the bottom and floating around. We'll just have to work with that today. When I normally shave it off the puck itself, then there's less of a problem of that happening, because then I can squish it down properly and get it thin enough when I shave it off the puck. Please, camera, stay today. Don't annoy me, please. No falling, no wobbling, and no zooming in and out stupid stuff. Right, so we've activated this. You can see it is already bonding to the skin. And in my case, already soaked partially all of it up. Let's put the lather on, the creamy lather today. Fabulous scent. I do love this a lot. Now, let me get my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing and get my towel ready. Okay, right, here we go. Oh, this is very smooth indeed. D.R. Harris has a great slickness, this soap. Scent strength, I would give it most probably a 3. From the puck, you hardly smell it at all. Straight off the puck, it's a 1, then it goes up to a 3, maybe a 4, depending on the scent. Windsor's not as strong as Marlborough, for example. My mirror's gone wonky and I can hardly see what I'm doing. Here we go. D.R. Harris has good protection, but as I said, I wanted to be super careful with the blade that I don't know, but this is gliding phenomenally. Is that a word, phenomenally? Num, 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 num. Can hardly get that one out myself. There we go. And let's wipe that off. Let's get the second round going. Second pass. I have found with most razors, this type of creamy lather is the best way to go. Mega lathers tend to clog up razors. This one works perfect. But fluffy lathers look nicer, don't they? And you can see in my former video where I used the D.R. Harris, either the Windsor or the Marlborough, that you can make a super fluffy one if you like. Oh, second round done. Okay. If it's not a delivery or something, or someone walking past where the dogs are barking, then it's my phone making noise. I am sorry. So look how much we have still got in this brush. And in the bowl. I think I actually prefer this one to the one with the bumps, apart from when I'm using a Boar, because then you can really get into that. But with the soft brushes, it's not necessary. And in fact, I advise against using the bumpy bowl with a badger. Definitely don't use it with a badger. Not even the pure badgers, which are the black bristle ones, which are supposedly lower quality, but I think they work perfectly well. Third round, third pass. This blade is working very well. I'm impressed. Can anyone give me any information on this blade? Was given to me. I have absolutely no idea about it. Not even heard of it before. Nor seen it in any sample packs. So it's a good blade, it's smooth, and it does the job. Right, pick up. Because I still have so much I can. So let me just squeeze out, because I'm not going to be using more. Squeeze out that lather I have in my brush, just to give you a sort of an idea. I'll put it back into the bowl as good as I can. Some of it is still on my fingers and on my hand. Shake it in, shake it in. So, I just wanted to mention about the Razorrock brushes. They're super soft and they're really in a very affordable price range. So for budget shavers out there, and or for beginners that like something synthetic that dries super fast and is easy to take care of and is soft, then this is definitely for you. Okay, that's it. That was my pickup pass. This is super smooth. I don't know how the light is for you guys, but I'm doing this in the afternoon, so I'm hoping the lighting is still okay. Right, now this is what I have on shave lather left. It's quite a lot, look. And this bowl did a fantastic job, so you don't need the knobby ones. Knobby, I hope that doesn't come across the wrong way. You know what I mean. So let's dry that off. Let's get some aloe first on. My favorite aloe first. I've already lined up a next bottle. No stinging, no weepers, super close. I can always tell it's super close in the mirror. I get really red cheeks. So I know it's super close, but it's very comfortable. Post-shave feel is fantastic. And now I'm just putting on a little bit more protection with some Aloe Propolis cream. Moisturizing, protection. All of that, in case it was maybe a bit close, then it will just sink in the skin, won't give me any kind of burn or ingrowns or any kind of irritation. There we go. Okay, so making noise, I'm sorry. Let's just have a super quick review. The super quick review is soap, D.R. Harris Windsor, fabulous gentle citrus scent with also citrus, grapefruit, what was it, black pepper and vetiver. Fabulous scent. I like this soap a lot. Well, as you know, I've got the proper pack, but then I saw I still had some of the sample. So I used, to lather that up, I used the Razor Rock Beehive 28 millimeter with the Pliss Soft tips. This is still a bit sticky because I still got some soap in it. Fabulously ergonomic for hands that are small. I have fairly small hands, but also big hands, and you just grip it like that. Nice length of handle, nice grip in case the lather goes further down. You have here all this structure here, so this is a good grip if you really have to grip it hard. And if you're going down, for example, your legs or your arms, then the little halfway house works fabulously. Face lathering, as you saw, is also no problem. I have sensitive skin. When it gets exfoliated or rubbed like that, no problem, because I used the pre-shave on it. As you saw, I did a face lather. No problems with this brush. It's a monster latherer, but you've got to add a bit more soap than you would because it will store. I am now guessing, because I've not used it that often, you most probably could get 5 passes even out of here. If you have a beard that is older or longer than 3 days, then most probably only 4, but they would be 4 very creamy lathers. As you can see, I use the Brittany Ferries dog bowl. I don't know what size this is, but I'm guessing this is the large size. I got this for my animals when we travel, so works equally as good as the other. So that's this. Razor, Irish full brass. I bought it actually on Manly. They still do, I think, the handle and different brass handles, but not the same full brass cap. I have seen though with a plain knurled handle. I have seen this also as with the brass cap. I have seen it on eBay. So just check full brass razor, DE razor. In it we had the Eddison, or we still have, I'm just taking it out without hopefully cutting myself, because I don't know, lately I've been clumsy that way. The Eddison stainless worked very well for me. I would say it's most probably somewhere along the lines of the German Wilkinson sword blade. That's how it felt. Not super sharp, not too mild, just somewhere in the middle, and smooth. Performed. Did I forget anything? Well, you can read up on the Aloe first and the Aloe Propolis at the end of the video. So, and to the soap, I will be putting some more details on also in the description box below. I will do my scales, how I thought it performed or how I think it is. So, there you go. I'm going to be using this to wash a few more brushes. No wasting it. And I'll then put them out to dry on the windowsill. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then see my prior video where I made a picture how I dry out my razors and my brushes. So, hope you enjoyed that. See you on Wednesday. Bye bye. And I'm already missing you. Can you believe it? I'm planning already what I'm doing on Wednesday. Bye bye.